There are so many people that I've talked to where they say, oh, I'll just fly by the skin of my teeth or the seat of my pants. It's like, no, like actually take the time and make a plan. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel to free your future. In this video, I really want to talk to you high schoolers who are thinking about college, or even you high school graduates who are going into college for the first time. I really want you to have a clear idea of what student loans really are and their effects. You know, they aren't just a financial burden, they're also a mental burden and a social burden. They are so debilitating in various ways. So let's just have a conversation about them. Let's first of all start with, what are student loans? Like, are they good debt? No, they aren't. Like, any debt is bad because you are like surrendering a part of your future. You're surrendering part of your autonomy, which is, you know, the most basic definition is having the ability to choose your destiny. Like, you're surrendering that power or a portion of it. And who wants to do that? Like, here's the thing. When you have less autonomy or power over your destiny, it starts to stress you out. You start to feel like you're not in control of your life, that you can't make the decisions that you need to, and that other people are orchestrating your own life. That can be very unhealthy, especially for your mental state. In fact, studies show that the majority of loan borrowers from ages 18 to 24 have increased mental health issues, as well as overall anxiety, and they tend to not manage their finances very well because of that stress. And so it's like a self-feeding cycle where they take out loans because they think, oh, it's not that bad. But then those student loans, once they actually become due, and you're not in school anymore, the 6 to 8 months of grace has expired, and now you have to start making payments, they realize the stress. And that stress will lead them to make hasty decisions with their finances, which more often than not, studies show, are poor. They either go into more debt, or they start spending like without any sort of checks and balances. They're like, oh, well, I'll just swipe this credit card because it gives me a dopamine rush and I just need to cope with this stress. Or they go into other poor choices outside of finances. They either break down their relationships or break down their own physical health. It's just bad. And it's so preventable too. Like, imagine taking a step back, looking at your life, and instead of thinking 4 years after I graduate from high school, I'm going to have a college degree. Instead of thinking that way, what if you thought like, okay, 10 years from now, when I'm in high school, what is going to make the biggest difference? What's going to make the biggest difference in my future? What thing can I do for these next 10 months that will change those next 10 years? And for you high schoolers, you know, that might be applying for a lot of scholarships. It might be getting clear on what careers you actually enjoy, which ones have the potential to be a lifelong journey of learning, growth, and contribution. It could also be working your tail off to save up money for college so that you can go debt-free, or just creating a plan. There are so many people that I've talked to where they say, oh, I'll just fly by the skin of my teeth or the seat of my pants. It's like, no, like actually take the time and make a plan. Come on, it's not that hard. It can be as simple as saying, all right, if I have enough money to afford this upcoming school year of college, then I will go to college for that year. If I do not, then I will take a gap year and save up the money so that next year I will have enough money. And just take it year by year. There's nothing wrong with that. Except for, and I know some of you are going to drop in the comments, Jeff, you're not thinking about the opportunity cost. Well, wait a minute. What about the opportunity cost as it relates to your mental wellness, your physical wellness, your relational wellness? Like, there are so many things that you can't do when you are straddled mentally with debt. The thought, oh, I've earned this cash, and this hard-earned cash, I can't direct like I want to, because like $500, even $1,000 a month is going to this debt repayment. There's also something else I really want to emphasize, and it's very sinister on the part of student loans lenders, is that they'll give you this minimum payment number that you need to pay every month or every year, and they'll promise you, all right, you make minimum payments in this timeline and you'll be debt free. Like, let's say make minimum payments for 20 years and you'll be debt free. They tell you that, but then what the majority of borrowers have found is that they will be making minimum payments. And guess what happens? This is where hopelessness comes in. This is where the debt lenders are actually hope stealers. And I can't deal with hope stealers. No, I gotta call them out. What they do is they will say, all right, here are the minimum payments for you to make. And this is what the majority of borrowers find. They find that they make those payments. And year over year, what happens? You'd expect the balance to come down. But as they pay, it starts to increase. What? The principal actually starts to increase because the minimum payment isn't covering the interest. It's so whacked out. It's like them telling you, here's the roadmap, here's how you get to this destination, and they give you the map mirrored. So you thought you were going this way when actually you're going this way. And you can understand why people feel like, oh, I can barely afford the minimum payments, but I'm still not getting any closer to being debt free. Oh, this is hopeless. See? That mindset of, oh, it's hopeless for me to get out of debt is predicated by the loan lenders saying, all right, you can be debt free by having these minimum payments. But I'm even more sick and tired of these debt lenders deceiving people. And I don't want you to be deceived. High schoolers, college students, even postgraduates. I don't want any of you to be deceived that student loans are actually a good thing. They're not. It's not worth the mental cost, the anxiety, and all of that. So definitely think about these thoughts that I've shared with you. I would encourage you to slow down, take some time to think about whether this, like taking student loans, is right for you. Okay? And I'll give you a hint. It's not okay for you to take out student loans. It's a lot better for you to actually pay what you can afford, what money you yourself can earn. And so I want to encourage you with those words. I hope you found them helpful. If you want to check out more content on how to graduate from college debt-free, by all means, subscribe so that you don't miss another video of encouragement and helpful tactics in this college journey. So thank you guys. Like this video and share it with a friend if you found it helpful. We'll catch you in the next video.